National Geographic of a faraway land with no smelly bad traffic in the green pastured mountains of Potiphazee. Everybody feels fine at 103 because the air that they breathe is potassium free and because they chew nuts from the tut-tut tree. This will give strength to their teeth, it gives length to their hair, and they live with no doctors, with nary care. And you'll find yourself wishing that you were out there in Potiphazee. And not here, in your chair, at the Golden Age Clinic on Century Square. That chair is in my living room. For the past year, since my grandfather passed away, my grandmother has been living with us. She has to see a lot of doctors. Her back aches constantly, and it's hard for her to breathe. But God has blessed her with a great sense of humor. And through that, we've all learned that laughter is truly the best medicine. So I would like to dedicate this piece to her and all of our parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents who find the joy through the aches and pains of growing old. You're Only Old Once, a book for obsolete children by Dr. Theodore Geisel, better known as Dr. Seuss. Just why are you here? You're not feeling your best. You've come in for an eyesight and insolvency test. And if you are the type who gets finicky finnick, at this point, you'll try to get out of that clinic. But they'll soon outwit you, as quick as a wimmick. Those quiz docs, they'll catch you, they'll start questionnaring. They'll ask you, point blank, how your parts are all faring, and your grandfather's parts. And please, try to recall, did your grandma hurt most in the spring or the fall? Did your cousins have dreadful wild nightmares at night? Did they suffer such ailments as, perhaps, bust-house plight, chimney sweep stupor? Could it be prune picker's plight? And please, try to describe the main cause of your uncle's collapse. Too much alphabet soup or martinis? Perhaps. And the next thing you know, once you finish that test, is somehow you've lost both your necktie and vest. And an ogler is ogling your stomach and chest. Your escape plans have melted. You haven't a chance. And the next thing you know, both your socks and your pants and your shoes have been lost for the day. And the oglers, they blossomed like roses in May. And suddenly, grimly they ogle away. What those oglers have learned, they're not ready to tell. For clinicians don't spout their opinions pell-mell. So, you're back with the vestibule fish for a spell. Now Norval won't bring you much comfort, you know. But he's quite sympathetic as clinic fish go. There you'll sit several hours, growing tenser each second, fearing your fate will be worse than you reckoned. Until finally, Miss Becker, your beckoner, beckons to a room with a world-renowned earman. Von Krendel has perfected a test known as bellows and candle. If the wind from the bellows cannot blow out the flame, then you have failed and you're going to be sorry you came. You'll be told that you're healing some Murkian body. Your case calls for special, intensified study. We will test you with noises from far and from near, and you'll get a black mark for the ones you can't hear. And you'll say, my dear fellow, you are deafer than most. But there is hope, since you're not quite as deaf as a post. We will study all your symptoms and we'll give you a cold. In the meantime, go back and sit down in the hall. So, you'll find yourself talking to Norval once more. But Norval will find you a bit of a bore. Because Norval has heard the same stories before. This shall become a plain pain in the neck, while you wait, once again, for Miss Becker to back. But Miss Becker, she won't come. With great swish and great swing, a wheelchair will come. You gain status and rank. And Welda the Wheeler will say with great pride, "You have qualified, ma'am. You are now certified as a VIP case. You're entitled to ride. Through thin and through thick, I'll be at your backside. Dear Welda will show you great sights as you go. Right now, you are riding down Stethoscope Row. And I'm sure, just like all our top patients, you're hoping to get yourself stamped with some fine first-class scoping. And I'm sure you'll be simply delighted to hear. In the Internal Organ Olympics last year, Dr. Schmidt, Schmoot, Sinatra, Sylvester, and Franz won 15 gold medals, 9 silver, 6 bronze. For the moment, however, we'll bypass this bunch. We've got plenty of time for them after lunch. We'll go into the new wing and see Dr. Spreckles. He does the 3 F's, footsies, fungus, and freckles. And then we'll drop by and our young Dr. Gans. He's our T and S man. He does tantrums and shins. And of course, he'll refer us to doctors McGrew, McGuire, McPherson, Blinn, and Blue, and Tinkins, and Tompkins, and Dilla, Fitzsimmons, Fitzgerald, and, of course, Fitzpatrick, too. All of whom will prescribe a prescription for you. For your pill drill, go on to room 663, where a nurse will instruct you. Listen to me. This small white pill is what you munch at breakfast and right after lunch. You take the pill that's candy-colored green before each meal and in between. The Loganberry-colored pill you take for early morning chills. You take the pill with zebra stripes to cure your early evening gripes. The orange-tinted one, of course, you take to cure your Charlie horse. On alternate nights, at 9 p.m., you swallow cookies, 4 of them. The reds, they make your eyebrows strong. Eat like popcorn all day long. The pickled browns are what you keep beside your bed to help you sleep. Oh yes, and this long flat one is what you take if you should die before you wake. When at last we are sure you've been properly pilled, a few paper forms must be properly filled, so that you and your heirs may be properly billed. Whereupon, if you're smart, there's a very good chance that you'll meet soon again with your socks, coat, and pants. And you'll know, once your necktie's back under your chin, and Norval has waved you Godspeed with his fins, you're in pretty good shape for the shape you are in.